So David and I went to the casino last night.
You did?
Do you like casinos?
Yeah, I love casinos.
How often do you go to the casino?
Like in the summertime, if I can, I get to go once a week because I get money on my card and I use that.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't like to go when you went?
No, we always go after I've worked from, a long day, and it's really hard to stay awake all night. But it's pretty fun just to hang out with him, but the whole concept of casinos, I'm not really sure if I feel like it's okay. I feel like I work really hard for my money,
yeah.
And it's really hard to put money into something, and then not all the time you come home with way less than what you did. Most of the time you spend a couple $100, especially if you're David. He spends lots of money there.
Yeah,
so.
David doesn't really realize the concept of when to stop. Plus, he likes cards more than he does the slots. I like slots a lot better than the cards. I like to go. I understand the concept of not wanting to waste money, but that's my money that I save to go do something with. Yeah, I like to stay a long time too, but usually I don't get to do it that often.
Right.
So, but you have to know when to stop.
Right.
Which he doesn't.
Right.
Would you like the slots or you like cards? Or?
The slots more. I don't really know how to play a lot of the card games, so I guess that is kind of a downfall too, is he wins a lot more on the tables than you do in slots a lot of times. So the slots, you can just tell how much, punch numbers and then pull the little lever. I definitely like to pull the lever. That's the whole experience.
See, it's too bad you never went when you had to put coins in.
Right.
Because it took a lot longer to spend your money. Now that you put dollar bills in, your money goes a lot quicker because you're just slipping in a bill and pressing the button. Before, like if you wanted to spend 75 cents, you had to put 3 quarters in.
Okay.
Your hands got filthy. It was nasty. Right. But it took a lot longer to spend $20 than slipping a 20 in and pressing the button.
Right.
I think the only one around Michigan that still has those is like up at the Sioux.
Okay.
But they're like super old machines.
Right.
They're a lot slower. Now everything's more of the video.
Oh, yeah. They even have virtual tables now.
Yep.
When we just went to, I don't know which one we went to the other night.
Firekeepers,
yes.
Down by Bell Creek.
And we did the table I really liked, but it was all on a computer. So I think everything is kind of
aspect away from it, yeah.
I definitely think it's becoming all more computer animated than it will ever be just putting the coin. Like, I don't think we'll ever get the coin back.
You had to carry a bucket.
Right.
Keeping with coins. And I understand you not wanting to waste your money, but that's where you have to go in mind that I'm only taking $50 or $100.
Right.
And once that's gone, I'm walking out the door.
Right. Which is always hard, because then, like, a lot of times I think you should just leave your ATM card in the car, so you can't. Like, I do the bad thing where I brought in all my stuff, like I had some cash, my debit card, and my, my ID, but I should just take in the cash and leave my ATM card in the car.
You should take in your Social Security card and your driver's license, so if you win, you have to have those 2 things.
Oh, okay.
Because they fill out a tax form.
Okay.
Leave your ATM card, your checkbook, and your credit cards at home. I don't even leave them in the car. I leave them at home.
Right.
That way the temptation is not there. You will see people writing out checks to the casino.
Oh, yeah.
And them cashing them and stuff. And if you got to do that, then you definitely shouldn't be there.
Right.
But I like to go. It's just whether the people have the willpower to walk away or not walk away.
So how much do you normally just take on a rate? Like, how much do you normally do?
It depends on... Most of the times I'll take $100. And I get usually $30 to play with at Soaring Eagle on my card every week.
Oh, okay.
So that's a free $30. And that's just because I go all the time and you get to use that money. So it's free play money.
Oh, gotcha.
Sort of. You earn it by the
by
points
spending
that you...
all your money.
Right. So it's really not free.
Right.
But, I like Soaring Eagle. Firekeepers okay. I just have never won there. Soaring Eagle, I've won it several times on the jackpots.
Oh, okay.
Most of I've won is just shy of 4,000.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Win usually anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500, but you pay taxes on that. So when you win, you have to remember when you file your taxes, you have to take this paper they give you. It's a regular tax paper, like a W-2, and you pay taxes on it.
Wow.
They used to do that. You used to be able to do that, and they take the money out of your winnings and automatically do it, but it costs them so much money to keep their accountant doing that stuff. So now they just give you the form, and you have to do it. So
I gotcha. Have you ever been to the casinos up in the UP?
Yep. Been to the one across the bridge. Been to the one up at the Sioux.
Are they all the same? Do you think, or is everyone kind of different?
Each one has like different games. Some are more updated. Like those ones are all a lot smaller than Soaring Eagle or Firekeepers. I've been to some in Chicago, down by the border of Michigan, and also in Vegas. Now Vegas is a place. I mean, they never sleep. That's 24/7.
24/7. I can't imagine. It looks crazy, even on TV.
Yeah, nice thing there is, kids can walk through the forest, but they can't stop. So, when David was small, we took him to Circus because that's more family-oriented. And they had the one floor above the casino that was open with all kinds of games and stuff for the kids to play. Which he spent more money than we did on the casino floor. Because at that time, it was all, he was probably 7 maybe. He spent, we were playing the dime slots, and he was coming down to us to get money, and his were $5 a pop.
Oh, gosh.
For virtual rides and games and crap. So definitely you have to set a limit. If you don't set a limit, you can get yourself in trouble. You hear about all these people that lose their homes and all that kind of stuff.
Now there was talk a little bit ago about a casino coming to Lansing. What do you think about that?
I would love that. Because it would be so close for me, John could go for a couple of hours and I could work and somebody could fill in for him. I could go for a couple hours and not have to worry about it. Soaring Eagle's only an hour away, but that's 2 hours that is already gone out of the time. We don't get much time off, so that 2 hours is a long time where if they had one here. And I think it'd bring a lot more money in to Lansing. I agree with some people that they're worried about also the trouble that it brings because people do drink. There is trouble.
I feel like we already have a lot of trouble in Lansing with people like homeless. You see homeless people on the street. We're just Lansing, and you already see a lot of people just in Lansing, which is crazy. And I feel like people would even go, oh, it's only a 2-minute drive, rather than, so let's go spend a ton of money, rather than driving 2 hours away, where it would be, I think people would be less tempted to spend more money by driving that far. Right.
And you figuring out all of the gas money that you put in there. I think it would bring in a lot of money to the economy. And the casinos already provide their own security. So I don't think our Lansing cops would be out that much. Sure, up there like at Soaring Eagle, every once in a while you'll see like a sheriff's department car or a Mount Pleasant car in there. But that's very, very rarely. Usually it is their own security that takes care of that. And that's all paid for by the money we spend up there, So.
It might also bring a lot of jobs to Michigan, too. If they...
I don't know why...
unemployment rate, there could be a chance where a lot of people would get... There would be thousands of jobs, I'm sure, available.
Well, yeah, you figure anywhere from the restaurants that will be in there, people work in those. You figure the cleaning staff, like when they go around and clean up around all of the machines and all of that. To people working in the office, handling the money. Oh, there's tons of jobs that it would bring. I think it would be more of an advantage than a disadvantage.
Right.
So...
And a lot of, my friends at Waitress, they said it would be a lot of fun to work in that kind of setting and do the bartend or bring the drinks to the table.
I think they make a lot more tips than they do at a regular bar.
Oh, yeah, especially since they would be there all day.
Yeah, you get people that are winning that tip them a lot more money. On an average, I think they'd probably make more money than if they were in a bar. Your main thing is you work hard for your money, but you just got to set limits. You don't set limits, then you can get in trouble really fast.
So it's definitely, if you definitely work with somebody and try to set limits, maybe work with David a little bit on not spending as much.
Yeah, he takes after his uncle. Definitely. Because John will go up there and he would be definitely one to go to the ATM and say, I need more money.
Right.
I just leave the cards at home.
Right, exactly. So setting a limit is definitely a good idea.
But I think economy-wise, we definitely benefit.
Well, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.